Welcome back to the Nottingham Forest career mode. You join me a point above the relegation zone on a run of 3 points from a possible 21. We won our first match day and we were very, very pleased with that. And since we've picked up 3 draws and 4 defeats, as well as some long-term and medium-term injuries along the way. It's not been the start to the season that we had anticipated and hoped for. Admittedly, yesterday we had Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United all in the same episode. But our European form shows basically that we are genuinely stumbling. A defeat to Midtjylland, a draw with Rosenborg and a defeat to Hungarian, not Turkish, Ferencváros. Thank you very much, comment section, for correcting me on that front. So today we've Wolves at home, Leicester at home in the Cup and Brentford away. I may sim the Leicester at home in the Cup game to play Ferencváros in the Europa League to try and get a win there if we can before then heading into the next month of fixtures. I'm going to prioritise the league and European football at this stage. The Carabao Cup is not necessarily something I want to go all guns blazing for. If we were flying high at the top of the table, then absolutely I'd put some emphasis on all of the competitions we're involved in this season. But a minute, with that league table and our form reading the way they do, kind of need to put some emphasis on the league football, don't I? And the Europa League group doesn't look much better either. So we'll start with Wolves at home and take it from there. I do hope that you're not melting into a pool of sweat and you have a fan or some air conditioning or something if you're at least in the UK where it's a bit of a heat wave right now. Do make sure you drop the video a like if you're enjoying the video and ensure that you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. FIFA 23 content is not very far away, but we've a very important FIFA 22 series to finish first. That's this one here at Nottingham Forest. So let's get cracking with finishing it, shall we? Or at least advancing for the time being, because there's still 2 or 3 seasons left in this save, I'm sure. Wolves first. 5-2-3 for Wolves, and some intriguing names in there, you might notice. Jose Sarr in goal, Nelson Semedo, Max Kilman, and an 85 rated Joe Gomez at centre-back, alongside Connor Cody, who's out on loan at Everton now, IRL, and Ait Nouri there too. An 86 rated Thiago Alcantara in centre-mid, alongside James Ward-Prowse. How's that for a midfield? Adama Traore on the right, Pedro Neto on the left, and Charles de Ketelara up top. They've got some options on the bench, but none spectacular. But that 11, genuinely impressive for Wolves. Yates is in, Florenzi is in. The 2 changes from our last game. And obviously Joe Willett continues on at Cam with the long-term injury to Eze. Frustrating AF on that front. But hopefully we won't frustrate in front of goal today. We've been genuinely really poor when it comes to goal scoring this season. We haven't been conceding many, although we have conceded inside 3 minutes here. We haven't genuinely been conceding that many, other than the ones like against the big clubs where there was a glut of goals. Generally, we've been relatively defensively solid, but offensively I've been poor. So, I mean, offensively I've been poor, but Adama Traore has just torn me apart there, and Charles de Ketelara takes a touch. Be honest, when I got Yates in front of him, I thought the defender was going to get a block on that because he stood right in front of him and it's just gone behind him. It's a good finish from the front man, who is either heavily linked with AC Milan or he's already there. I'm not sure which, IRL. It's his 5th goal in 9 games. He, as an individual, has scored as many goals in the league as the entirety of my 21-man squad. That shows you where our problems are this year. Let's see if we can solve said problems with our first attack of the day. And the answer is rather swift. Absolutely not. Adama Traore out on the right-hand side was the key man in the build-up to the opening goal. And again, heavily involved here. Semedo, can we get to that? Yates didn't stick a toe in. Jacob Ramsey leaps on the loose ball. Is Tyler going to make me run? He's not, you know. He's just going to stand there. Okay, well, I'll try and hold off the man that's with me. And then we'll build again. Florenzi, they're putting a bit of a press on here, Wolves, but only with the man in possession. They're not actually like flying at me in multiple areas. So fingers crossed we can deal with that level of press. Unlike the way we weren't able to deal with the press from the big sides yesterday. Or the day before even. Taiwo out wide there to Omar Richards, who will stand this up into the middle. Try to flick it with Gonzalo Ramos. Taiwo does have a decent headed effort. I was trying to loop it over the keeper towards the back post, but unfortunately straight into Jose Sarr's arms. but a promising sign that we can get forward and we can have chances. Ramsey to Gonzalo Ramos. There is Taiwo. You can see the run of Omar Richards, and we'll play him in via Joe Willock. Try and stand this up back towards the edge of the box where Willock was waiting but can't find him. We're going to have to settle for a 1-0 deficit at half-time, I think. And the sooner Adama Traore leaves the field of play, the better. It may even be more than 1-0. Charles Ketelara is in. What an interception. Is he given a foul? Given the circumstances and the fact that he gave the foul, I think I'm very lucky that he hasn't given me a red card there, because certainly that denied a clear goal-scoring opportunity. I think he did catch the man and didn't get the ball, so it was a foul, and I'll be honest, that probably should have been a red card. As it happens, it's a free kick right on the edge of the box, which ordinarily is as good as a penalty for James Ward-Prowse, and he came very, very close to turning it home off the woodwork, and from it, can we build and score a goal on the counter-attack? Gonzalo Ramos is on his way. Taiwo. Beautiful ball, Taiwo. Gonzalo's in, lifting it over Jose Sarr, lifting it into Jose Sarr. No goal. 1-0 to Wolves at half-time. It could have been 2-0. It could have been 1-1. It's status quo. Thiago. So good in possession, Thiago Alcantara. Adama with a nice ball. De Ketelara's in behind, perfectly waited for him away from two defenders. Nelson Semedo looking to get in behind, and De Ketelara's there again. It's Thiago, it's De Ketelara. It's a brilliant save by Unai Simon to keep us in the game. If he scores there, that's game over. We're not scoring two, that's for sure. But whilst it's only one, I keep the faith that we can get something from this game. Nelson Semedo, tackled by Omar Richards. Away, away, away. Run as fast as you can. Nelson Semedo's a bit quick though, but we've got plenty forward in support here. Taiwo turns away from the challenge. Here's Jacob Ramsey. Ramos is there. I'm going to be forced that wide. I think I am. They've got so many numbers back now, Wolves. Just when you think you've got a clear-cut chance, everybody gets back in defence. Taiwo, great touch and turn. Trying to find the space for a shot. Connor Cody steps in. Can I get to that? With Florenzi, I can't. Now Ait Nouri's looking to get in behind. I am getting closer and closer to... Oh, Jacob. Getting closer and closer to feeling like a change in formation is probably needed at the minute. We are not performing with this 5-back anymore, or 3-back. It's a 3-5-2 that we're playing, but it does play very much like a 5-back in defence, considering the instructions we have on our fullbacks. Adama into Ketelara. Neto looking to tackle him. Can't. Good save by Unai Simon. It is a corner. I'm going to make some changes. I still kind of want two men up top, though, because at the minute we're not really able to do anything in those forward areas with just one, I don't feel. I'm going to bring Oxlade-Chamberlain on and move Jacob Ramsey, actually, up into Cam. And Joel Pedro could come on, but for the time being, I'll leave it with just those two changes. It looks like Wolves are the ones that are going to score the second goal, though. Again, we've been not good enough in front of the sticks. And are we having... Well, no, it's not even a question of are we having. It's a definitive answer, isn't it? We are absolutely having that post-unexpected high league finish slump in that season afterwards. Whether it's because of the European football, whether it's not because of the European football, I couldn't tell you. But certainly, we are not having... Oh, as Nico Williams is offside. We are not having the season we hoped for here. Wolves were kind of the aim, really. They came up for the Championship in real life and finished 7th 2 seasons in a row. We finished mid-table in our first year, but then last year, obviously, finishing 6th and getting European football, and now, more likely looking 16th rather than 6th. And actually, we were 17th at the beginning of play, and with the result as it is, and other results probably going against us, given our luck so far this season, I dare say we might be in the relegation zone come full-time if we aren't able to find an equaliser. But at the minute, we can't seem to do anything. We are going to get a free kick here, though, and I will take it quickly, just so they aren't able to regain their defensive positioning. But Nico Williams' touch is too heavy. Gonzalo Ramos fighting hard, though, to win it back, and he has done so well. Nico Williams finds the pass this time. Ramos to Ramsey. Alongside me here is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain beating his man, turning back and finding Gonzalo Ramos. It did briefly open up for him there. Mangala, Taiwo, spin the man, find the space, get the shot away. That's what we haven't been able to do. We just can't. There is no room back here, is there? We're into the 90th minute now, so we need to get it forward. Florenzi drilling it in nearly with a genius through ball that picked their defence apart, but we weren't able to see it off, and we will lose the game. By 1 or by 2, by 1, we will lose the game. Another defeat this season, 5 from our 9 played. I don't quite know what's happened, but we are not good enough right now. Spurs win, Liverpool and Chelsea draw. Southampton win, I don't think affects our league position too much. Are we into the relegation zone? We don't know. We'll find out after this League Cup game against Leicester, which, as I say, we're going to sim, so stick with me. We'll just go and sim it, shall we? They're moaning about the amount of football that Levi Colwell's getting. I understand. I am actually going to throw him in for this next game, as well as making... whoops, not putting Biancone in goal, as well as making a couple of other changes. I just don't know whether I need to stick with what we're doing in this formation, or whether the answer is to just go, right, okay, it worked well for us last year, but now this formation is not working. I don't know whether it's me or whether it's the game. Not the game. I don't know whether it's me or whether it's the formation, but certainly something is afoot, because last year we did really well with this formation, and this year we are floundering, which would indicate that it's me, but it's gone on much longer than normally we have any dodgy spells in form. We are not yet in the relegation zone, but only still by a point. This is turning into an unexpected but very evident and very real relegation fight. 4-3-3 for Brentford. Provedel in goal. Esquivel at right back. Ayer, Janssen and Rico Henry. Janelt, Castrovilli and Grinitz in midfield. And Bermo, Wissa and Burkhardt up top for them. If we're not able to get our form back or any sort of result back today, I am probably going to change formation for tomorrow, just to see if it helps and if we get a different sort of result. We'll try and get victory here against Brentford if we can, and then replicate that sort of result against Ferencvaros as well. Then I might well stick with this formation and try and properly see it through, because we're trying to play the way that Forest do at IRL, aren't we? But at the minute, not working. Nice turn, and out wide again to Brian and Bermo. Castrovilli, nice tackle by Klosterman. The most baffling thing is the fact that we've improved the squad. In almost every position, we have someone that is higher rated than we had in that given position last year. So it's just confusing as to why we're not doing what we did last year, at least even remotely close to it. Emma Richards with a throw here, and Ramos in there to Joe Willock, who can't quite get his shot away before the defender closes him down. Grinitz, Wissa, through the gap to Burkhardt. Good footwork, back to Grinitz, waiting for that through ball. There it comes. Nearly ballsed it though, looking for a clearance, and he just turned rather than kicking it. Very nearly cost me a goal. I'd have been pretty angry if that had gone in. Thankfully it didn't, and it's still 0-0. Ramsey, I've moved Ramsey into Cam now. I moved Joe Willock back to centre mid, just to see if that helps add a little bit more creativity. Emma Richards intercepts that well, but still it falls free to Brentford. And then Bermo back to Castrovilli, well in by Mangala. He's been breaking up play superbly so far in this game. And Awani is around the corner and away. Now this needs to be a goal, Taiwo, please. I cannot win games, I cannot score goals with finishes like that. Case in point as to why we are where we are. Strikers not tucking away chances when they arrive. Oh, that's tough to take. That's a real kick in the teeth. You worked so hard to create the opportunity, you probably couldn't get much more clear cut. And then that happens. Awani, Jacob Ramsey flies wide again. To a Grinitz. And over the top nicely. Oh my God! Well, he saved the first one, Unai Simon, but only just. And it came back off the post, and we just couldn't react quickly enough. A lovely ball over the top. to Johan Wisser, whose strike comes back off the post. I tried to get a foot in there with KANTE. He couldn't quite get across to the ball. He reaches for it, and then his leg just isn't quite long enough. Burkhardt wasn't going to miss that. Of all the places for that shot to rebound off the post, it falls straight to the feet of the awaiting striker. Such is our luck so far this season. Such is everybody's luck, seemingly, when they're at the bottom end of the table. 1-0 down at the break again. That's poor. Mangala, again, the man in the way. Does that brilliantly. And he's been doing it all day today, actually. Better than he normally does. Awani back there to Joe Willock. Always an option out wide there with these wing-backs. Gonzalo Ramos and Ramsey. And Omar Richards, an unlikely goal-scoring source. And unfortunately, the source doesn't provide. I can get to that. We'll outmuscle him. Oh, we were in there. He delayed slightly in taking the shot. But I don't know whether it was just because he couldn't quite get near it. Wasn't quite within touching distance. He's there again on the far side. It's Mangala, actually. And into the middle. And Ramos. Good save by Providel. That was a brilliantly worked move that deserved to be tucked away. Not getting the luck in front of goal, am I? Keeper's going to come for this. He's not going to get there, but Ayer nods it away. That's down to Klursterman. That's near KANTE it finds itself at. Taiwo, just, again, not confident in getting the shot away there and having it cleanly find a way through to goal. Taiwo around the corner here to Nico Williams. Stands it up. It's a good ball. Ramos can't quite get there. Now's my luck in front of goal, but Ramsey can't shoot. Just stood there, swang at it, didn't make connection with the ball. I couldn't have been offered a more obvious gift by the Brentford backline, but it's a gift that goes unopened. It's not that it was unwanted. It just got lost. Still 1-0 down, but chances are coming our way. But again, we can't take them. I can't buy a goal right now, let alone actually earn one in a game. Back to Visser. And Henry again. Oh, he's done me, Rico Henry. Stands it up. Good save, Unai Simon on this occasion. Pinpoint accuracy with the cross. There's no way we were going to be able to intercept that. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain coming on for Joe Willock. Castrovilli with the corner on the far side. Canos is on for Wisser as well. That'll be keeper's ball, I hope. And indeed, he gets up to claim it. There's not long left in this game now, as there hasn't been long in many games in this situation. That ball was meant to go all the way out wide to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain first time and didn't. And as such, we're now under pressure at the other end from a misplayed pass. Not only are we under pressure, we very nearly conceded. Klursterman will get that round the corner there to Omar Richards. And I'll look to break. Mangala's with me, but it's going to get intercepted if I try and play the pass. So we'll look to turn, and I still end up losing possession. And it falls to Burkhardt, because of course it does. All of the defenders that were around there, and again, it falls straight to the Brentford man. I cannot get even a remotely sizable slice of luck this season. Even when we get a teeny slice of luck with the ball falling to me in a promising position in the box, still can't get even the shot away, let alone score the goal. Mangala in there to Jacob Ramsey. Runners ahead of me. I have to go sideways because those runners aren't getting away far enough, quickly enough. Richards back to Mangala. I see Oxlade-Chamberlain here. We'll go forward quickly there to Ramos. Looking out wide to Omar Richards. I've got plenty in the box. And we're looking for Taiwo, who ignores the ball initially, then goes after it. Brilliant. Cheers, lad. Chamberlain, a 1-2 perhaps. No, Castrovilli intercepts. And that's going to be another 1-0 defeat. We're not conceding many goals. I just cannot score. I don't understand. We scored loads of goals last year. Is it purely the lack of Brennan Johnson? Surely not. Taiwo's in again here with what is going to be the last kick of the game, and the keeper saves it. Such is my luck this year. Such is my luck so far this season. We're almost at December, and the whole season might as well have not started yet. Oxlade-Chamberlain needs to turn, needs to find space, needs to find the cross. Can't. Game over. Another 1-0 defeat. I'm not conceding many. I just can't score. And it's not like the starting 11 is massively different to previous years. But something has to change. Klursterman's now up to 83, which is great. But certainly something has to change. What that something is probably the formation. But then, because of the way we've built this squad to play this certain way, how do I now get everybody in the team that I need in the team I'm just going to simulate through the calendar to avoid this bug. How do I get all of my best players in the team with a different formation? That's something I'm now going to have to sit and try and figure the hell out. Ferencvarosi line up in the most orthodox 4-2-3-1 you have ever seen. Debush in goal, Botka, Blazic, May and Civic in the back four. Loncha and Laiduni in midfield. I apologise if I'm mispronouncing any of these names. Zubkov on the right. Win. Tomak Chol, is that Win? In the Vietnamese pronunciation? Or it may well just be Nguyen. Then there's Gavrich on the left and another May up top, actually. Whether they're related at all, Sammy and Ryan, I don't know. Do they look similar? Might just be the facial hair, not sure. But it's such a unique surname that perhaps they are related. You'll notice, change in formation for us. Actually, I'll swap Ramos and Awani around the other way. We're going 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. With Yates set to drop between the defenders. Mangala set to stay back whilst attacking. And we shall see what happens. I'm trialing it in this European game. Normally I'd rotate for Europe. But A, given the European group situation, and B, the fact that it's a good opportunity to trial a different formation without potentially dropping more Premier League points, I'm going to give this 4-1-2-1-2 a go here in Europe, and we will see how well it plays. Mangala is turning into one hell of a solid defensive player at the minute. He cannot help himself, but gets stuck in and win the ball back in midfield. He's turning into a really, really good defensive midfielder. Particularly impressed with Aurel Mangala recently, particularly more so in just this episode. He's been outrageous. It's such a shame that we haven't been able to reward that level of individual performance with a team result. Maybe now. A win against Ferencvarosi would give us hope that we can get out of this group stage. We are rock bottom after the halfway stage in it. 1 point from our opening 3 games. But there's still time. There is still time. Look at the run on the overlap here from Williams. But the cross, unfortunately, doesn't find the teammate. Positive signs, though. Mangala again stuck in. Mangala again stuck in. Mangala again stuck in. Just can't help himself. Closterman. 48. Plenty of red shirts forward here. Awani looking for the run of Jacob Ramsey. And we lead. We scored a goal. We actually did it. Is the formation change going to re-unlock the potential in this team? We unlocked the potential in it last season, but the door closed on us. Somebody turned the key the other way this season. Maybe this formation change, albeit against lesser opposition so far, maybe this formation change will open up the creative freedom again and let the goals start to flow. Oh, it's a lovely ball. He's got 2 to look for. Gavrich. Save Unai Simon. And actually kept in play as well. Joe Willock will race after this. It's a poor pass, though. It's just needlessly overhit. Laiduni. You know it. Mangala in the way. Good delivery. Up goes Ryan Yates, actually getting in the way and nearly cost me possession. Mangala's stuck in. Jacob Ramsey. Is he going to be the man now to crack on? Have we unlocked that cam roll again? Last year, we got loads out of Brennan Johnson. If Tyro's passing stats have genuinely improved. On paper, he has good passing now. 82 short passing. But it doesn't feel any different to when it was 70. That was such a poor potential pass into the man inside. And it was a simple ball to play as well. Willock tracking back nicely as Omar Richards had pushed forward. Yates out to Willock here. And we'll move it back centrally. Ryan Yates back in the starting lineup now. That was meant for Mangala and given away. Passing certainly needs to be improved upon, but at least so far, we have ourselves a lead. Out wide to Botka. Stood up nicely. Nico Williams underneath it. He's not going to win the header. Laiduni does, but he's headed it wide. We've been pretty solid defensively in this game, but it's hard to tell against this opposition whether that's the formation or just the lacklustre opposition. Although saying that, in Europe, games are normally harder. It's going to be a yellow card here for the Ferenc Varosi man, and we have a free kick in a promising position here, actually. I don't have any decent free kick takers, though, unfortunately. So I might actually lay this off with Jacob Ramsey to the on-rushing Mangler, who will take a touch and have a shot destined for the goal, at least on target, deflected away for a corner. Ramos is up, doesn't get the chance to take the shot. Farosi down to Clersterman. Farosi, I don't know why I said that. Willock. Farosi, my teammate, or my opponent. God, come on, brain. You can tell it's hot and I'm flustered. Mangler out wide to Williams. Inside looking for Ramos. Good touch. Support arriving from Jacob Ramsey. Can't find the pass. Still the 1-0 lead. And still the chances come, but no second goal. Jacob Ramsey looking for the through ball. Would have been brilliant. Might have been offside. No second goal. But we haven't needed one yet. But with Marquinhos in behind here, we might end up needing one. Who is there again? Horror Mangler is an absolute monster. NGOLO KANTE, reincarnated as a young Belgian, I think he is. Is he Belgian? Is he German? Can't remember. I think he's Belgian. Vransk, or was that Vransk that was Belgian? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check now. Mangler, where are you from, my friend? It is Belgian. I was right. The Belgian NGOLO KANTE. You've seen in the highlights today just what he's been offering the team this season. And it's such a shame that thus far we haven't been able, like we said, to reward those spectacular individual performances with either overall good team defensive performances or victories. You can hear the cheers from the crowds and just mainly the sheer relief at the fact that we have finally won a bloody game of football. Our first win in any competition for a while, and only our... Actually, no, because we won the cup game against Leicester, didn't we? Our first win in any competition other than the Carabao Cup since the opening day of the season. I am scouting Romeo Lavia, by the way, because you guys reckon that he has a ridiculously high potential. So I'm sorely tempted to actually sign Romeo Lavia. Apparently, he not necessarily ridiculously high. Perhaps I'm being slightly over-exaggerative there. He does have the potential to get into the 80s. But at the minute, Brendan Johnson's now 87. To clear that up, you guys told me that when you sell a player in January, sometimes, and we have noticed it before, but not actually made the connection, that player then gets a massive boost. And that massive boost is their overall potential for the full season, replicating itself immediately. Although, he has now since grown again. So, not sure what's going on there then, in that case. Martin Terrier was recommended to me. 90 finishing. He could be very, very good indeed. Maybe we sell someone like Taiwo and sign someone like Martin Terrier to bring in his place. Lavia is definitely an option still for a free agent, but I'm going to stick with this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and I'm actually going to throw Cali Muendo back in and see if he can offer me something now in this new formation. But certainly the team felt better in that game. But was it just the opponent? We're not sure. We'll find out tomorrow. But for now, we're going to head... Well, actually, we're not going to head. We're going to leave it. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm going to go and record another one, and then you will see that tomorrow. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. And actually, relegation 6-pointer against Everton to start tomorrow. A particularly important game. I'll see you then.